New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my...
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Check 26, check 26.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 13, check 13. Check, 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 check. Hold the look, hold the look, hold.
Now a draw play. This is McCoy. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Mahomes going to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check 31, check. Monday.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Riddick with a carry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Regular. Block it. Mike 59. Pilot 64. Weak.
Now Riddick. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A break from the ground game here. Flacco. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. The 6th season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in Pittsburgh. And you may recall Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice. But before the injury, he was on his way to another 1,000-yard season. Would have been his 4th in his first 5 years in the Bronco uniform. And now at 32 years of age as he tries to return to full speed. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Amendola, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Gun. Stone red. 44. Mike, 44. Hey, Foxtrot. Football's the Mike. Look at your hot set, wait.
Flacco looks to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Lock it. 44's Mike. Gun. Hurry up.
And again, it's Flacco to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted, and now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's Reddick. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking for 2 yards here on 3rd down. Flacco got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On the ground, it's Reddick. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. The completion to Reddick. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. Flacco now on 4th. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Check it back, check it back. Check, check. Hey, 1 day.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Go, hurry up. Check 99. Check 99. 5-0. 44, come on. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. 44. Hey, Alpha. Check.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And McManus able to put it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McCoy. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 down. Attack. 24 is the mic. Hey, check. Pump. Motion. Buzz. Attack.
And that'll set them back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
24 is the mic. Exit. I'm coming out to you. 24 is the mic. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 24 is right.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Flacco, left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now Flacco. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
You got three. Three down. Three wide.
Now it's Flacco. He finds Riddick complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Bravo. Check back. And go Mike 3. 218, jump.
Once more, it's Flacco. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Mike 51. Nice, sweetheart. 51.
You gotta go. Right side.
Working from the gun, Mahomes dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off near the 34. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Mike, check. 59.
Red.
Mike.
Hey, wahoo!
Record.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Flacco being chased out left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return this time will go out to the 40. 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
Hey, let's go.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Throwing now is Locke. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He can run for it, and he will. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down. When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football, but as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards, great elusiveness and speed, and the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback, but if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, he has the ability to take it and run. Mahomes firing complete, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And now he'll tuck it and run. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes going to throw. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
Mike 51. Let's go, defense.
Come back. Let's get it. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's McCoy. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the kick by Butker is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Let's go, baby.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Go. Hey, Charlie.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Chiefs 17.
Ready.
Broncos 10.
60 or.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Hey, echo.
A big spot now for the rookie lock. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 83 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
He was brought down by Chris Harris.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He finds McCoy. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Broncos send out their punter now. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 87 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make fives.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
51. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
To throw is Mahomes. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
First and 10 at the 41.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check your hot read. Check safety.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still